Looks like we got some cracks in this hose. That could definitely be a problem and needs replaced. Today we're working under the hood of this 2018 Dodge Durango with the 3.6 liter V6, and check engine light came on, so we'll go inside here. I'll show you what's going on. So here's the code that's coming up here when I'm checking, and I'd cleared it once just to see if it would go away. Obviously this one did not. It actually had it in there a couple different times, but it's a P0456. Evaporative emission systems leak detected. Very small leak. So this is what we're dealing with, and I'll show you what I found. I found there are a few different things that could cause that P0456 code to come up, and when investigating, kind of looking around here, pretty sure this needs replaced. So that's what we're going to start with here. If yours looks anything like this one, see how it's cracked right there? I can almost guarantee that you're eventually going to have an issue as well. So this is what we're going to change today. Again, there's a few other things, you know, the purge valve here, that could cause the issue. This line here that runs into the purge valve, that could cause the issue. That one seems to be fine. I see no cracks. This one, on the other hand, is kind of a stiff plastic, a lot more brittle, it seems. You can't squeeze it at all. So guarantee that that's at least one of the issues that we have going on. So we're going to go ahead and change that today. I'll show you the part number. You can probably read it a little bit on the side there, but I went ahead and picked up a new one. Here's the part number. 6825-0915 AD. At first we're going to remove this top hose here. These fittings are actually pretty easy. They're just squeezed. So you'll see a green tab on this side, green tab on the other side. If you just squeeze those both at the same time, this should just pop right off. Just like that. Again, these are the green tabs right here. You just squeeze those. This hose actually is kind of long. It runs down to the other side. Let me show you where it goes here. So if we follow this hose along, this is the one that we're taking out. It actually goes down. You can see it moving right there. So it comes down. There's a little strap down here that it ties to. Really hard to see, but then transitions to this hose here, and then kind of circles up and around. But there is, when it transitions right down here, let me see if I can get a better shot here. This hose actually transitions again. And where it transitions, you can see there's a little red tab on the side of the connector right there. That's the hose that actually runs all the way to the back, to the tank in the back, the gas tank back there. So we have to disconnect that, and then it runs over to right here. Again, a couple green tabs, and then there's a clip that clips down into. So that's what we got to work on next, is just kind of getting all those pieces loose, the connectors, the straps, and getting that piece free. Get this out of the way here. Again, I'm just going to squeeze the tabs on the side. This thing should wiggle out once you squeeze them hard enough. There we go. Just kind of twist it just a wee little bit. Pulled that out. We're going to set this to the side because we're going to reuse this piece. Next, we're going to take our little pry tool here. This little plastic piece on the bottom of this tube actually comes with the new one, and it's just kind of like a push pin. It just needs to pop out of that little receiver. Actually, it is steel. So you don't have to worry about hurting this piece that's sticking out. This piece doesn't really matter because we're changing that out anyhow. It's on the new hose, but all you had to do was get it free. So we have that free now. Now we have another little clip down here at the bottom. Again, it was this red tab down here. Basically, it's got two ears, one on each side here. So there's an ear there and an ear on the other side. All you're going to do is just pull those towards you, and once you get those towards you, it'll kind of unclip. You'll see like a U-clip that clips out. Right here is what that clip looks like. What you're going to want to do is push in on the back of that fitting. It's kind of rounded on the back side. You push in on the back. See if I can get some better light in here. Once you push in on the back, you can pull up at the same time. You will have to use two hands to get in here most likely. But once you get it free, it just pops right out. All that white piece does on the back is kind of keep it in place there. So we have this one loose now. There's one more strap back here that holds the hose on. So what we're going to do is get that one off next. So this last one is pretty far down in there, but all you're going to do is kind of just spread the ears apart. And then it'll come off of the tube pretty easily. And then there's one more place that we need to get off, and it is in the back here. Let me show you. There's a barb fitting all the way in the back here. So we need to get that loose right here. So we're just gonna take and kind of pry that one up a little bit. Pop that one loose. Once you get that one off, then you are free and you can just fish the hose out. Wow, we're just gonna kind of slide it up and around here. There we go. And that's the old one. Installation of the new part is very straightforward. Just the reverse. So we're gonna fish the new one back up in, same way the other one came out. Get it back up in here. We'll go ahead and clip the big clip on down here first. All the way down here at the bottom. Again, hard to see this one. There's this big clip. All you got to do is spread it apart and then let it slide on. Once you get that one in, we can go ahead and clip this other one back in. So this fitting just pushes down, back in that white clip. And you should hear it kind of snap in place. So once that snaps in place, don't forget to put the red keeper pin back in. So we're going to go ahead and throw that back on. If you don't remember the way that red keeper pin went in, you're going to see this is how it's going to go in. So there's a red tab on the top here, and it's towards the top of that pin. That's how it's going to go in. It's going to slide in just like that. So that's what we're going to do, is just slide this back in. You'll hear it click, and that's back in place. Again, there's just a stud that sticks out. We're just going to push it back on that stud. Easy, just like that. Clip it back in. Might have to twist it just a little bit. and then squeeze the little green tabs on the side. That'll let that clip in, and then just give it a small little tug. Make sure that it's truly in there. So we got that in place. We'll go ahead and push the barb back on the back side here. We'll get that clipped back in. Once that's pushed down, we're good on that. We'll go ahead and clip the final hose connection back in place here. And it's just going to snap back on. Again, push the green sides here. Let it get past that little nub, and then you'll hear it click. One final look over everything. Make sure you have everything connected. So we got this connected. There's a barb back there. We have it wrapped around the tube at the very bottom down here with just a little circle plastic clamp. We have this bottom valve connected, and then your top piece pushed in, put back in place. And that's all there is to it. Well, that wraps this video up, guys. We're going to go ahead and throw the engine cover back on, clear the check engine code, and hopefully this took care of the issue for you guys as well with the P0456 code. If you liked this video and it was helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Until the next one, take care.